All right, YouTube, what's happening? Got a new product in today from Thrunite. This is a TW10. This is their pistol weapon light in collaboration with Black Scout Survival. If you couldn't see the giant branding on the side, which I'm not a huge fan of, but hey. Let's go ahead and open the package, see what you get here. You get a charger, USB. It is USB rechargeable in the back. You just plug it in right there and you're good to go. Comes with a little Allen wrench, some extra screws, and a different mounting. Right now it's on the Glock mount, which is perfect for what we're doing. And then you get your little instruction manual. So we're gonna be mounting it on my Palmetto State Armory dagger. Should use that same rail, but we'll find out here in a sec. And the mounting system is pretty simple. You just twist, kind of like the, apparently not twisting enough though. Okay, it's kind of spring loaded, so what you do is you kind of, there you go. That's kind of far forward actually. I wonder, and then you tighten down like so. It's plastic, however. That's weird, they went with plastic there. All right, so it sits kind of awkwardly on this. It's too far forward. So that is the Glock mounting option, but I would show it closer to the trigger guard. So we're gonna take it off. Just so you guys know, this weapon is clear. Take this baby off and see if we can get it to sit back a little further with a different mount. So to change these out seems pretty simple. You take the included Allen key, and unscrew these screws here. They do give you some extra screws, O-rings, and an extra like cover for the back charging port to keep it water resistant. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, this other mount. Screw that Allen wrench. This is probably a T6, yep. Okay, put that one in there. See if this one is better. No. This one doesn't fit, so gonna have to use the Glock rail. See, it should really, in my eyes, fit a lot flusher. So that's disappointing. All right, so we got a little ambient light from the house, but just checking out the beam patterns and such on the Thrunite TW10 here. That fence is probably 15, maybe 25 yards. I'd say 20 yards away. So this has a pretty good spill. There's my garden, my shed. So it's got a pretty good spill. It's gonna really, it's got more of a flood and a spill than it does any kind of hot spot. So that's that one. Now let's compare it. I'm gonna have to put down the camera. I'm gonna compare it to the TLR7 sub, which I've got on my EDC gun. That's on the left, Thrunite on the right. I would say the Thrunite is actually slightly brighter. It's actually just got more of like a different tint, but I think it does kind of illuminate the area a little bit better, but it is quite a bit bigger light. It's more the size of like a little bit smaller than the X300, but bigger than the TLR1. Now here's the X300. This is just the Ultra, not the new turbo. On the left and on the right, so that's the Thrunite. That's the X300, 1000 lumen. So they're both, the X300 has it's definitely brighter, like, yeah, X300, Thrunite. But the Thrunite is actually pretty usable, light, you know, so definitely usable as far as its beam is concerned. So we'll talk next about the switches, which is kind of like, I think, the downside. All right, so let's talk about the switches and the attachment method. So the attachment method is a screw-on, similar type to like the X300, but the X300 is going to have a metal attachment, much more durable. The Thrunite is just kind of plastic. I feel like that's a weak point that could easily break. And then the switches are just these buttons. So you just press the button to the side, and then you can do momentary by holding it down, or you can do, you know, full mode by just clicking it in once and it stays on. So size comparison, X300 quite a bit bigger, like I said, and then the TLR7 is a lot smaller, so kind of in the middle. So if you're looking for something like that, but it does stick out the end of, not a huge, I love the switches. I feel like they're going to be easily activated inside the holster. That's another issue too. Who makes holsters for this light? Probably not anyone, or probably shouldn't say not anyone. There probably is some out there, but not as frequent as like a Surefire or a Streamlight. So, this is a fraction of the price. This is the Black Scout Survival version. He, I believe, developed it with them. You do have USB charging here in the back, so that's cool. So overall, I mean, it's a good value for the money, but probably something I wouldn't run on one of my guns. I prefer a little bit more well-known brand like Surefire or Streamlight on my pistols. Probably better than an Olight though, because it probably won't grenade in your hand or on your gun. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the review of the Thrunite TW10. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.